Everyone, James Vincent here, April 3rd, 2020. I'm thinking of the word, I'm thinking of a Bob Dylan song. It's called, it's not dark yet, but it almost is. This whole coronavirus thing and all that. I think that the whole world groans, waiting for its redemption. The whole world is in a state of chaos still. It's not the way it's supposed to be. And as the days get shorter, it becomes more chaotic. And I think we all can see that, right? It's getting more and more chaotic. Nothing's as it is. Nothing's the way it's supposed to be. In the Garden of Eden, before the fall, right? It was a perfect utopian environment, almost like a rainforest. There was and God and man walked perfectly with God, and man rolled over everything on the earth, and he did it. He was the roller, and everything was perfect, and nothing was out of kilter, and there was no sickness, no disease, there was no death. Man lived forever at that point. Everything was perfect. Little utopian bubble, the way God originally created it to be for man. But then, obviously, sin entered into the garden via the devil, and man fell. And then the curses came. Man wasn't cursed, but the earth was cursed. That we would have to work all the days of our life, and we'd have to toil in the soil. But originally it wasn't like that. We didn't have to do any of that because we were connected with God. We were part of God. We had a relationship with God. We were totally connected. But that's not where we're at anymore, ever since the fall. So nothing is as it should be. So the whole earth groans, waiting for its redemption. Even the earth knows everything isn't right. Even the rocks, the plants, everything, the birds, the trees, they know it's not right. They know it's not the way it originally was. And so what's God want? He wants to redeem the earth. He wants to redeem man. And in order to do this, man has to come back to him. Man has to reconnect with God. So in this time, it seems like that God slowed the whole earth down, almost stopping it, forcing people to look up, forcing people to want to be reconnected with God, wanting to be redeemed, wanting to feel right again. Believers, unbelievers, whatever political spectrum you are, in your heart, you want to feel that peace. You want to feel right, and deep down, everything in the world can't be right. Anger, hatred, malice, war, death. It can't be right, and it isn't right. It's not the way God planned it. But now, in this moment in time, everybody's getting a chance, another chance to stop and think. I need to think this through. I need to regroup. What's going on? God's giving me time. I need to look up. I need to get reconnected with God. I need, and God's given us this window of time right now. How long it lasts, I don't know. But it's a window of time to be redeemed, to get connected. I don't know how else to put it. To get right with God again. Because the world's groaning. The political world's groaning, right? Nations are groaning. I believe all these groans have gone up to God, and God's like, and people are always praying and asking God to do this, do that. God, please do this. God, stop this war, stop this. Okay, well, guess what? God stopped the whole music. He stopped the entire planet, and we have this window of time to give our life back to God and become redeemed. And you do that by crying out to God, asking Him for His salvation, asking Him to come back into your life if you're not a believer, to enter into your life if you are a believer, to resume back in your life. And you do this simply by repenting, telling God you weren't living right for him. You know the world's not right. You know you're not right. And you know you just want to be connected with God. That you believe Jesus Christ is God. Sorry, that's the way it is. You believe that he shed his blood on Calvary for you, for your redemption. And you ask him, I want to receive that redemption. I want to receive that sacrifice that you made. Just come into my life. Redeem me. I can't, nobody could redeem anything else but themselves. And then God redeems and then God redeems everybody who asks him. And then at some point in time, God redeems the entire world. And that utopian state that I talked about in the garden becomes that again. Another word, heaven. Heaven on earth. And you want to be a part of that. And this is what's, and this is what's going on in this time, I believe, in this small moment of time right now. How long this will last, I don't know. But it's a great time to get right. It's a great time to get your life right with God. You're not going to get these moments too often. And God's literally given everybody this time, this moment. He stopped everybody for this moment. Not that there won't be other moments, and maybe there'll never be another moment for you. Who knows? You know, tomorrow you might not be here. But you got this time right now. Nothing you could do, nowhere you could go, locked in your house. Ask God to come in. Ask God back in your life. Ask him to redeem you. He'll do it. He wants to do it. We all need it. The world needs it. The earth needs it. The planet needs it. We all groan for redemption. Don't miss this time. Don't miss this moment. James Vincent. We'll talk again.